All right, everybody, I'm going to turn the floor over to Caroline.
Good, and I think we don't have to mute because it's a small group. If it gets larger, we'll see how it goes. So first of all, I just want to thank you all for being part of our Kids and Art 4-day virtual summit fundraiser. And welcome to our art workshop with Kids and Art program managers, Rachel, waving, and me, Caroline. So I know some of you are familiar with Kids and Art, but I'll just explain a little bit about before COVID. We had weekly art experiences at Stanford Children's Hospital and UCSF Benioff Children's Hospital. And we also had monthly destination workshops at very cool creative venues like Pixar and Google. And then along came March. And so we couldn't have the human-to-human interaction. And so as part of our COVID response, we moved all our art programs online. And so here we are. We're going to give you a little glimpse into our virtual art workshops, which we do weekly. And really happy to see Sarah. She wants to give a wave as well because she's one of our regulars at the workshops and very, very helpful. She's always very helpful and helps the young ones with the projects as well. So, you know, we really hope that this, maybe you find some benefits that we see our participants. So this is just a space for you to be creative and maybe find some calmness and just enjoy the creativity and the connections, which is what we find at the workshops. Okay, so thank you for gathering all your materials. Tigbar, I hope you have your materials there too. I know you've just joined. Okay, good. All right. I think we need to jump in straight away with some painting because the first part of the project, we need to let it dry. We need to have time for it to dry. So I will show you again what we're doing. So it's a fish collage. Now the background is paint. Okay, we've got a sort of texture. So I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. It involves food wrap. So everybody got their food wrap handy? Good. Because I will tell you that once we've painted with the watercolor, we want to put that food wrap onto the paint before it dries, okay? So we're gonna have to work. We're gonna work fast, okay? So let's set everything up. Take your time setting everything up. So what do you need? You need your watercolor paper. You need to think about what colors you're going to use for your, is it a fish tank? Is it the ocean? Is it, you don't have to use sea colors, ocean colors. You can do whatever you want, but just think, because remember, you have to get it down and put that food wrap on before it dries. And Rachel is very kindly going to demonstrate as we go along. I will just show you one I did before, just to give you an idea of the paint. So you just want to get lots of watercolor, lots of water down on your paper and choose some nice watery, oceany colors. Okay, and for this part, I will put my screen down so you can see as well. Rachel's might run because she's doing it that way, but that's okay. Is everybody ready with their paintbrush and their paints? Yay!
Yay!
Hope you can see my paper too. So let's all enjoy doing it together. Got my watercolors, lots of paints. And you don't have to go to the edge of the paper either, just however you feel. It's all good. I'm going to put lots of glue down and then add water as you put your paint down as well. And then you can always go back and add a different color in the areas where you just put water. And just keep going. I'm choosing some greens. I might even put a little bit of gray. Oh, the gray and the green mixed. And just fill your paper up as much as you wish. And enjoy that really nice, loose, flowing paint and water. Now, as I say, this is the part we have to be speedy. The rest of the project we can sit back and just kind of take our time. But this is the part that when we've finished, we need to get very, very quickly. We need to get our piece of food wrap. I'm going to have a look and see how we're doing. Okay, get your piece of food wrap when you've finished so that the paint is still wet when you put it down, and put your food wrap. You see Rachel's doing the demo, put your food wrap straight onto the wet paint. How strange is that?
Mine's easy to see because my food wrap is actually sort of a pinky red, so it's easier to see like that.
Oh yes, that's perfect.
Do we do
Caroline,
it
do we
wrinkly
peel it right
or just
off, or do we
smooth?
leave it on there?
We're leaving it on. I'm just waiting for a couple of people that are still painting, so I don't want to rush them. But make sure you need to make sure your paint is still wet when you put that food wrap on, okay?
Caroline,
Yes, Patty.
do we put the wrap on wrinkly or smooth?
Okay, well, when you put your food wrap on, it's flat, and then watch this, everyone. I can do it again, so if everyone's still painting, that's fine too. You're going to get your hands and just squidge it. And you will see that it creates patterns. Because
Caroline,
the
looks like
paint-
you're massaging the paper.
You're massaging the paper, absolutely, absolutely. I love it, yes, massaging paper. And but this has to be done, and now you understand why it has to be still wet. And that's
Caroline, if they do it and they don't feel it's wet enough, they could always peel the saran wrap off, re-wet it, and then put the saran wrap on again. Is that right?
yes, you could do that. Or if you're enjoying the painting so much and you feel some of it's dry, just put a little bit of water on top, just to wet before you put the food wrap back on. There's mine. I could
very
get some
squishy.
more. I think I could get some more wrinkles actually. It's kind of fun.
Well, I like what the family is doing, the Kavanaugh family. They have a spray bottle with water.
That is a fantastic idea.
Very cool.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Then you don't have to rush with your painting. I love it.
Awesome.
Hey, spray bottles are a smart thing to have.
Yes. Oh, I'm going to do that next time I do this project. Fantastic.
Very nice, Sarah. Patty, how are you doing?
We can't see it.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Oh,
look at that. It's gorgeous.
you've got great wrinkles.
The
I
wrinkles,
think,
but the
yeah.
color's not intense.
I'm quite excited. Janae's going to join us too, Rachel. Let's see.
Oh, fantastic. There she is. And Mara.
There's Janae. I just want to, a quick shout out to Janae, who's just joined us, who's our artist assistant at our workshops. Yay!
Hey.
Hi guys, hi Sam.
Here's a better look at my.
Excellent.
Perfect.
Oh, you've got lots of lovely texture in that. So,
Yeah.
so when that is complete, you want to put it to one side. We're going to forget about that part now because that has to go to the side and dry.
So during our workshops, Sarah often acts as a mentor to the younger artists at our group. She's been coming to Kids and Art workshops for many years now.
12 years.
And-
12 years.
12 years. That's amazing.
And is very talented.
Very talented. Yes.
So when it's dry, we will have this, which is our ocean or our, I don't know, our sea or whatever we want it to be really. It could be a fish tank. So now we're going to prepare the collage pieces that we're eventually going to glue on. Okay. So when I was planning this, I was thinking, oh, I'm going to get tissue paper. And then I realized I didn't have any colored tissue paper. So I thought, oh, I know, I'll paint it. And then I found some bubble wrap and I started printing. So it makes me, I want to mention that when we plan our workshops, Rachel and I always make sure we use things that everybody has at home, and we sort of call it like the kitchen drawer. What could we use? What would everyone have at home or in the hospital? And you know, we've used oranges, we've used paper plates, we've used a lot of bubble wrap, and and it's really quite fun to think of things that you know, if you don't have colored tissue paper, okay, let's paint our white tissue paper. And here we have it. Now, of course, everyone that can, you know, go in whatever direction you want to go in. Absolutely. You know, if you've got colored tissue paper and you just want to create a sky instead of a sea, you're very welcome. But our theme for our fundraiser is ahi. So we would like to do fish. So I'm going to show you how I created my little, I guess, my goldfish. And that's a little bit I have left over. That's the tissue paper. So I will show you that. And Rachel is going to, what are you going to use? Oh, you've got bubble wrap too. Okay.
Bubble wrap, but it's small bubble wrap. I think smaller than what you have.
No, yeah, I have some small stuff too.
Giant bubble wrap.
Oh, right, yeah, Sarah's got larger. Okay, so I might just put my screen down again and I will just show you. And then we will put the pieces that we've printed and are wet on our tissue paper to the side as well, and just wait for them to dry. Doesn't take long, but don't put an over amount of water on it, just because you want the paint to be the print. It doesn't have to be like the background. We used a lot of water. This time you don't have to. Okay, so I need some orange. Put my green down. I'm just going to get some water and some orange paint.
Did you cut the fish out after you painted the paper?
It is you can do whichever way, but it is better because then you see when you're printing, you can do a larger area, and then you can cut out. So you literally just dip the bubble wrap into your paint, and off you go. And then I'm kind of thinking that's a little bit darker than I wished. So I can add a different color, which I did on my original as well. I did yellow and orange. So yeah, I'm going to do that again. So just enjoy the process and the colors and the painting.
And Caroline, I'm doing some with some of the leftover saran wrap. So you could ball it up and make a different texture with that.
Fantastic. Well, let's think of other things that we can do. We could use kitchen paper too, dipped in the paint. That was the one that Purvi told me about. I like that one. And I actually found this in one of my Amazon parcels. So I might use that as well. So just, there was sponge as well. There was a little bit of sponge you could use.
What did Kirby suggest?
Paper towels, Sarah.
Now,
Oh, okay.
it works really well. Just dip it in the paint and then dip it on your kitchen paper, tissue paper. So I wonder what everyone's using. End of pencil eraser. Thank you, Patty. That's a great idea.
The Kavanaugh family, you're on mute. Can you take yourself off of mute and ask your question?
Are we supposed to be painting the tissue?
Okay, yes. So let me show you. So while your watercolor background's drying, you want to get your tissue paper, and do you have like maybe some bubble wrap?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Now think of a color that you want your fish to be. Like I've chosen orange and yellow, and put that on a separate area if you have a paper plate or something. And if you're going to dip the bubble wrap into your paint and then onto the tissue paper. Now you don't need so much water this time. You want that tissue paper to dry quite quickly, okay? So we can cut out shapes. Now, folks, as well as the fish, maybe you want to paint some more of the kitchen tissue paper green, or maybe pink for some coral, or browny gray for shells or rocks. And of course the bubbles.
Starfish.
Oh. So really now we're at the point where we can just all those instructions and directions. So now we can just take our time and enjoy the process, and try and get that tissue paper somewhere where it will dry quickly, so we can start drawing the shapes out to cut. And please, if anyone has any, we do have some chats here.
It's just an introduction.
Lovely. Wonderful, wonderful. But please, Rachel will check, and if anyone has any questions about the project or about Kids&Art or anything, we're here and happy to answer any questions. Sarah, it looks like you've got a question.
Are you dipping the bubble wrap or painting it?
Well, that's larger bubble wrap you've got there, isn't it?
I got giant one, but I just did little.
Oh, nice.
Rainbow.
Oh, that's a great, Sarah.
I love it.
Did someone else have a question? Was someone's hand raised that I missed? Patty.
Yeah, so your paint seems thicker. Are you still using watercolors, or are you using something different?
Absolutely, but just use less water for the tissue.
Oh, okay. So I don't know if you can see this.
Oh, nice.
So I used a fork
I love it.
Oh, great
Look
idea.
at a plastic fork. Janae likes that idea.
I'm gonna go get a fork now.
Yeah. Oh, wonderful. I'm going to try my styrofoam.
So I have a little picture frame that has beading on the edges, and I just laid paint down there, and it made a really neat beading pattern too. So really, when you look around the room, there's a lot of things you can use.
And also, some parts of the tissue paper, you can just do plain paint without anything printed. I did that a little bit for the greenery. Everyone busy with their painting, fantastic.
My paint's a little wet, but it's hard to get enough color.
Oh, I like the larger one. That's great.
Oh, that looks great, Sarah.
But I feel like it's pretty wet. I don't know if it's too wet.
No, it doesn't take long drying on that tissue paper. And tissue paper is a lot stronger than I thought it would be as well.
You can also blow on it, Sarah, to dry it off a little.
Did you hear in terms of sharing the burden?
So all those lovely participants, that are not on video, I hope everyone's doing okay, and please let us know. Love to see what you're doing too. Janae, how are you doing?
I'm loving these colors.
Oh, that's fun, Janae.
I know.
Can I see?
Oh, sorry. I'm just beginning. It's just getting started over here.
What are you using for your texture?
What?
What are you using for texture?
I'm using, look at this. I think it was from a past workshop, so I have a lot of bubble wrap.
Yes, we use a lot of bubble wrap. Yeah.
I will say, since we've started doing these weekly Zoom workshops, I now have a big tray in the corner of my room that I put all of the supplies on, and it's gotten to be this big from week after week after week. We're on week 25.
We're on week 25, and if you see behind me, I put up some examples of the projects that we've already done.
I have a whole stack of kids and art artwork.
Yeah, I'm sure you have.
Right over
Yeah.
there.
So
I
those
don't
are
think Sarah
those
has
are
missed a
examples.
single workshop, has she, Caroline?
Nope.
We try not to.
Good.
Time we get
No pressure.
up there.
This may be a good time too, as well, to mention that we get some beautiful art from our participants sometimes. Very, very kindly donate some art. And this fundraiser, we have a little kids art gallery, and we'll, at some point before the end of this session, we'll put it on the chat. So there's a link, so you can go and look at the artwork that's for sale. Oh, look at Kavanaugh. Oh, that's fantastic. Yes. It looks like you're, oh, wow. Oh, I can see that's really waiting for some fish. Very, very good. Thank you, Rachel. Very good. I think the Kavanaugh family, maybe if you want to start thinking about the next stage, is your tissue paper dry, do you think? Let's see, because if it's dry, you can move on to the next part.
Mine Mine is almost dry, and Ashley's is.
It's not dry.
I think that you should wait 2 more minutes. Okay, now when you're waiting, think about what you're going to put there. Are you going to put like lots of little fish? Or are you going to put one big fish? Have you done some colors for the bottom maybe? Or have you the bubbles? Just think about what you want to do, and then you'll cut the shapes out of your tissue paper. Okay, so just wait 1 more minute. Make sure it's dry. How's yours doing, Rachel?
Oh, it's good. I have several blocks of color with different patterns, so I'm going to give it a minute or two to dry before I start tearing. I'm curious to see what the background looks like under that saran wrap. I'm excited to pull that off. Give it a look. When I made my sample, it got really, really, really wonderfully textured, but I was doing it this way instead of this way, so I'm wondering how that'll be affected.
Right, it will probably.
Yeah.
The other thing you can do is if you do the food wrap, and then you can go back with the colors and just create a nice abstract painting.
I love that project. I love that project. It's beautiful. So everyone, whoever we cannot see, as Caroline said, do share your art. If you're shy to share it now, maybe share it later. Email us or put it up on social media at kidsandart.org and hashtag AHI2020.
Rachel, mine. I feel that mine is almost ready to reveal. Is yours almost the food wrap bit?
I'm going to peek. Oh.
Yes, it's ready. Okay. So how about, folks, we go back to our background blue with our food wrap, and we unveil, take that food wrap off. Ooh.
Beautiful.
Nice, nice, nice.
Caroline, what I like about this is it really looks like the movement in the ocean. Those curves from the saran wrap.
I have to show you my masterpiece bubble wrap.
Let's see, Sarah.
You got lots of colors on there as well that you'll be able to choose from, and I love it.
It looks like a beehive, Sarah.
Oh,
I was saying, Sarah, we're matching our colors. We always
Yeah. And I wasn't thinking, and I've doubled my tissue papers. Now I have double bubble.
I love that.
Hey, Deb. Deb is one of our wonderful Kids and Art workshop managers.
I just got off another call, but I
Nice
didn't
to
want to
see
miss it.
you.
Hi,
yeah,
Caroline.
just jump straight in. Get your watercolor paints.
I've got some right here.
Excellent.
Let's see what you're doing. Hi, Purvi.
Hi there.
Okay, so Sarah's taken hers off, and
Oh, wow.
Oh, Sarah.
Oh.
Nice. Wow.
Can everyone share? I want to take a picture, whatever you have. You know, the Kavanagh family, Ashley, you were working. Can everyone, whoever is working on it?
it's like an ocean.
Uh-huh.
Beautiful.
Oh, Janae, that's gorgeous.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. That is beautiful.
Okay, just so for those that are further ahead, like the Kavanagh family, really you're doing the right thing. So when you feel you've got enough printed on the tissue paper. When it's dry, then the fun begins in terms of doing shapes of fish. And I can draw that out for you if you wish. I also did some coral. I also did some rocks, shells, bubbles. So really, you're just going to cut out your shapes. And now that your background is dry, you can go ahead and glue. Glue it down for your collage. So if you want, you can, let me get a sample. I'll put my screen down and just show you something. So if you want, you can draw your shape out first and then cut. Or you can just go ahead and try it without. And once you cut out your shapes, you can play around with your composition. You can maybe move your fish, change your mind, move your fish from here to here. You can add colors. I added those stripes down there. Maybe I'll hold this up for a few minutes.
That's great.
Oh, and Rachel's cut out her first fish.
So Caroline, I'm wondering, I accidentally cut 2 fish out. I did 2 layers in one. Would it be possible to glue the second one behind so it puffs it out when you put it on?
Nice idea.
So the fish has some depth to
Nice,
it?
nice idea, yes.
So sometimes in art, accidents become happy accidents.
The other thing you could do is glue it without any painting and then paint it when it's on, when it's glued.
For the seaweed, did you cut those out or paint those on top?
Did I? I'm sorry, Sarah, I missed that.
For the seaweed, did you cut those out or paint them on top?
I just painted tissue paper plain green, and I actually tore those.
Okay.
I wanted to give them that extra rough edge. I'll show you. I have some green left. So I just literally, and it's so fun to do, I literally just.
Patty?
Caroline, are you using a glue stick to put everything down?
I am using a glue stick. I find it much, much easier. You want to get just get a bit of printing paper or some scrap piece of paper down and then put your piece down and glue it. The other thing to do is just put it on the top and glue like that as well. It's going to get nice and messy, if you like. I like the idea of just doing one bigger fish as well. I'll have to do that next time.
So Caroline, can I ask a question about the workshops before COVID and during COVID?
Yes.
Yes, so my question is, how do you think they've differed other than the materials that we choose to use?
Well, it's the one-on-one, the proximity with each other, the banter, the bigger group. Yeah, but I think we do our best with the virtual. It's become like we have a lot of connection and a lot of really nice conversations, and everyone's so supportive That's what I find. But it's different, definitely. As I say, the art materials, we like to keep them very, well, we want to keep them very, very simple when it's virtual. These are projects that we want to be able to do just here. In the hospital, we can be a little bit more adventurous with the type of projects that we do. What do you think, Rachel?
Yeah, I think our workshops now, the nice thing is we get an hour undivided time. Whereas when we were in the hospital, kids would be jumping up to go to their appointments and then maybe coming back to finish or not coming back at all. So the nice thing about the Zoom ones is that it's a full hour where everybody's sitting together creating.
So we all end with a finished piece.
Yep.
I have a question too. So I also do art in a hospital setting. I was wondering how you distribute materials to patients. Like, how do you distribute them, or do they need to find materials on their own to participate?
Are we talking about now with the virtual art workshops? Yes. Well, that's why we keep the supplies really, really minimal, very, very minimal. But the hospitals usually have those supplies, and we have sent some supplies to a few families too. Yeah.
Hi, Sunny.
Oh, hi, Sunny.
Hi.
Hi, everyone. How are you?
Hi.
We're all busy doing collages.
Oh, nice.
And I'm getting ready to start your session next.
I know. So do I go over into the crowd, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm already over there. Wonderful. Look at all the nice colors.
Shall we do a show? Shall we show Sunny? Everyone that's busy, can we put our work up? See where we are?
Oh, let me see what you have, Janie. Oh, not.
Oh, Patty.
Patty,
Oh, wow. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, I should have been on here with some stuff.
It's not too late.
Oh, this is good. Oh, and I love fish. So I should tell my son Alex. He wants to get some fish. So we can just hang these up. How has it been going? Has it been good? Good. Good.
I'm going to sign off, guys, so I can get ready for the next session.
Yes, I'm going to go over there too.
Have fun, and we want to see pictures of all the final pieces. Please,
Yes.
please share.
Thanks for joining us, Pervy.
Thank you. Nice to see you, Sunny.
Yes.
Nice to see you all too. Thank you. Wonderful artists. Oh, wow.
Textures on.
Deb, did you catch what we were doing with the printing? Do you want me to? And I think Cecile and you. So we were taking, we were doing the background with the food wrap, and then so we created the texture. But if you just wanted to do the next stage, which was finding something that would give texture, and doing that on the tissue paper, and then they're cutting the shapes of the fish and underwater scenes with the tissue paper when it's dry.
Wow.
I don't know if I have enough.
I think you do, Sarah. You know, you can always use that, and if you need more, you can always do some more painting later. But I think it might be quite fun if you started cutting out the shape of a fish and putting it on your watercolor paper. Oh, look at the Kavanaugh. Look at that.
Oh, Oh,
Gorgeous.
beautiful.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh,
That's
beautiful.
nice.
I love that you've used blue on the blue. Very great idea.
Is it okay? There's white tissue paper coming through.
Yes.
Ah, yes, I like that. I like that kind of feel. Can you see Sarah there? I like that. So you kind of see the background through it, but you know it's the fish, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, Sarah, you probably want to start getting.
Yeah, and remember, Sarah, you can draw the shape on the tissue paper, or you can tear, or you can just do it freehand with the scissors. Yes, you're right, folks, because we only have under 15 minutes left. Gosh, it goes quickly.
Caroline, this is so fun. Thank you.
Just like your clay art.
I can't wait till we can share that. You are all so awesome.
It was really lovely. Well, I'm glad you are, Patty, and I hope everyone is. I hope everyone's feeling like the benefits of it, because that's what we hope for everyone. Sometimes it's hard to take that time, isn't it? But once you do, you don't regret it.
That is so true. Taking the time to give to yourself, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, Rachel, you've been busy since the last time. Can you show it up close for everyone? See what you.
Yes, I'm just adding a little more paint to my starfish because I put too much water on and the color was leaching out.
Well, that's
a starfish emergency.
That's the other thing, of course, you know, you can always add the paint after as well. Oh, that's beautiful. Lovely colors. I think watercolors just have really lovely colors, the watercolor paints. Oh, and look at the Kavanagh family. Wow. Oh, you've done such a great job there. You use lots of bubble wrap for your printing.
What was I answer? Just say something.
Was it bubble wrap that you use for your printing?
Yes.
Yes. It looks really fun. All those different colors too. Well done. That's fantastic.
So Cecile has joined us, and Cecile did a gorgeous fish piece for us for this event. So if you go and look at the adult art that's for sale, one of them is the wonderful Cecile's, and she's a longtime artist friend to Kids&Art.
Thank you, Rachel. Yeah. Hi, everybody. Nice to see you all working. It's wonderful.
Oh, it's lovely to see you. Very lovely. Hope it inspires you, because you work in watercolor, don't you?
Yes, I love watercolor. Yes, I do. Yes. It's wonderful.
It's very freeing.
Mm-hmm.
Caroline, I did want to add that you can also use the bubble wrap directly on the paper if it's making your tissue paper too fragile.
Yes, I mean, it just goes on and on. You can even just paint straight onto the paper too. Oh, look at Sarah's fish. That's.
Oh, Sarah! That's like a tie-dye fish.
I want to see what it looks like on the blue.
I'm having a hard time. I don't think I don't know. It's just the tissue paper. You can't even see them.
You hold it up.
Oh, yes, you can. That's beautiful.
Beautiful, Sarah.
I don't know.
Well, you always add, you can glue it and then always add a little bit more color, so it stands, so your fish stands out a little bit more.
It's just the I don't think there's too much water or something.
Yeah, I did that too, Sarah, and I did just what Caroline told me. I added more color afterwards.
Yeah, glue it down and then add more whatever you wish.
Great project, Caroline.
Oh, look at
Oh my
that.
goodness, look at that.
It's so oceany.
I put seaweed on.
Oh,
Oh, clever idea. That's some food for the fish. That's really beautiful. Very, very wonderful.
All right, we have, I think, 5 coming in strong.
Oh my goodness. And hang on, let's look at Janae's and then Patty's. You've got, and they're going in different directions.
Janae, will you do one of your fabulous screenshots of this, please?
Oh, yes. Wait,
Yes, everybody, let's put ours up. Everybody.
I don't have anything.
That's okay.
That's all right.
It's your gorgeous, yeah.
All
We've got
right.
an ocean of beautiful fish.
Got it.
Patty, you got amazing color on yours. Wow.
Fun.
Oh my goodness. So happy to see all of that. Well, we hope to see you at more sessions, right? And Saturday morning, Rachel's going to do an art project. So at 10 o'clock.
And then Sunday.
Oh yes, then Sundays are weekly workshop.
We're doing foil.
Rachel, do you get a teaser of what we're gonna do?
Saturday, we're doing skeleton fish.
Shall I show? Do you want me to show my sample?
Sure, show your sample, please.
I'll be back in a sec.
Yes, and then Sunday, we're doing tinfoil monoprints.
Nice.
Yes,
What time is Sunday?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
And you guys are all always welcome, but this is what Saturday's project is. There.
Ooh.
Kavanaugh family, those
Beautiful.
are stunning.
Yeah, very, very beautiful.
Where are they?
Well, before the end comes, before we know it, I just want to thank everyone so much for, as I say, being part of our event this week and for joining us with this project. It's been really enjoyable. I hope everyone's had a good time.
Thank you for doing this for us.
Absolutely. And as Purvi said, if your finished piece is something you're super proud of, go ahead and take a picture of it, and you can email it to art@kidsandart.org, and we can put them up on social media so we can share it with everyone.
Let's see what our timing is now, Rachel. Oh, we've got 5 minutes. Lovely.
Yeah. I'll tell you, Sarah, our wonderful Sarah there, often sends us photos of her artwork, and we love to put it up, and people are always very excited to see it. Right, Sarah? She's being modest, but yes.
I'm focused on my fishy.
All right.
Even so this is the front side of the, what was it, paper tissue, but the back side has more of a seaweed look to it because it's faded. So maybe if you turn it around, my hands are a little messy right now. If you turn it around, check out to see what that color looks like. And it might.
So you're going to glue the painted side?
Yeah, so I would be gluing the painted side on.
See, it's a journey.
It's a journey.
I love it. You never know. It's just the idea. And you know how it started from not having any colored tissue paper. Right? So, oh, I'll just paint it then.
Cutting out an anglerfish.
The Kavanaugh family is still cutting out.
Caroline
Yes.
and everybody, I'm going to have to say goodbye, but thank you so, so much. This was
Can you
great.
show
wonderful
us your piece before you go? One last time.
Let's see.
Oh, Patty, that's wonderful.
Gorgeous.
I have to say though, my colors are brilliant because I did have colored tissue paper. So,
Great.
but I think the printing was much more fun on the white tissue. It really showed up some great stuff. Oh, this was done with a finger. A good tool to have.
You used a finger, a fork,
I used a finger.
a finger, a fork, and the eraser.
Yes.
Pencil eraser. Perfect.
You show your one again?
Oh, I think.
Oh, she froze, Sarah.
She used fingerprint, a fork print, and the top of her pencil eraser.
All right. I will see you, I'm sure, the rest of the weekend. Take care.
Oh, thank you so much for joining us, Patty.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh. We can see Julie Reader. We can now see on video. How nice.
Oh, look at
thank
that.
you. I'm so happy you're showing us. That's beautiful. Thank you. It's really great.
Bye.
Oh, thank you for joining us. I just think.
Thank you.
Do you want to show us your pieces one last time? Or they've gone? Oh, there they go.
Oh, look at that.
I know how to.
Oh my goodness. Round of applause. Beautiful. Well done.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Beautiful.
Now, Purvi has put the link on, hasn't she? For
Yes, the link is on, and the next one I think is on Crowdcast. Is that right?
Yes, it is. And yes, conversations about improving quality of care.
Oh, Sarah.
An angler. I haven't glued him down, but he's an anglerfish. He's got the little light that comes down.
Gorgeous.
I don't know if you can see him good enough on my paper.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Okay, I'll glue him down.
Glue them down, and remember, you can always add on. Okay.
All right, folks, we have one more minute. How'd it turn out, Janae?
Great. It's a traffic school. They're all headed to school.
We're all going different directions.
Fish.
Turn left.
That's gorgeous.
Beautiful. Send us a separate photo.
I will, yeah.
Perfect. Okay, well, I think it's time, Caroline.
It is time. It went quickly. Thank you all once again for joining this workshop and our being part of this summit. It's fantastic. Thank you all.